to admit that I'm super excited with the new Helloween album. I've been waiting this moment since I was a teenager or something, and I cannot remember when the fans were so filled with anticipation before. Probably when Iron Maiden go together 21 years ago or something like that.
Or when Rob Halford came back and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. So, having all those fans waiting, was a motivation for you or a burden?
No, it's a motivation, clearly, and it's like this. I mean, it's what you do anyways. Like when we were the small Helloween band with Andy Darris as the singer, we always had to prove like we're still the greatest, and we have super great songs, and we can be proud of our albums and whatever. And then you always had that discussion in between the people going like, yeah, but I like Kiske better. No, I like Andy better. And then there were the people like, it doesn't matter if it's Andy or Kiske, it's still a great band. And now, I mean, we have like the optimum output there is, and this is also making one proud. Mm-hmm. And we're just like, that there were these work groups in socialist countries or communist countries and whatever, and we are kind of like the Helloween Kombinat or something like that. No, I don't know.
Probably fans would rate a more collaborative effort from this album. I know that during all those years, Helloween always worked individually, but did you think of working together this time, and this didn't work? Because during the listening session I saw that there's only one song which is a collaborative effort. All the other tracks are written solely by the band members, from you, from Andy, or from Kai, or from Sasha.
Yes, but that's what we did the pre-production for. I mean, a lot of thinking and whatever went into working together, and we worked together as much as we could. And even afterwards, it was like, it went without saying that in tracks of mine, the Kai Hansen added some guitar runs or parts or whatever, because he thought that was needed there, right? And then the Sasha, he did some twin vocal tracks on the rhythm guitars, or for instance the Robot King. And then they came with their ideas and they just recorded it, put it there, and Charlie played it to me, and I was like, cool, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's collaboration as well. But the last time we did something like that, it takes so much time, so much effort, and everyone in the band by himself is a great, perfect songwriter, right? And so you can just go and record a record and have more private time, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And last time we did that, as we said, we want to do everything as it was during the Keeper 3 production.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it was great, but you can't do this so many times in your life, because it kills you.
Well, the album is entitled simply Helloween, and I could see it as a title which indicates all the things that the band has done so far, and probably this is the quintessential Helloween album. Or on the other hand, I could see it as a new beginning. So what do you have in mind? What does it exactly mean? Do you want to summarize everything you have done so far, or do you indicate a new beginning?
Or both.
Okay, or both, yeah.
Everything we've done before, new beginning. New everything we've done before. Yes, and that's so strange, but I think it fits. We've been gurging up titles, like call it Skyfall, call it Fear of the Fallen, call it this, that, call it Skyfall, the first chapter, or whatever, and it didn't feel like, you can call it anything. What do you put under that logo? And then Sasha said, why not call it just Helloween?
Yeah.
Because he's not interested in titles, I think he's kind of proud of being part of the unit. Yeah, which we are, and he spent how many decades in the band now, and then Helloween. So then that's us.
Well, doing this album, was it something that you have agreed to do before you start touring 3 or 4 years ago, or was it something that you decide to do after you have toured together and you have seen that things can work among you?
Well, you can say that the Kai Hansen, after having left the band for his own reasons in 88, or was it 89, I don't know, he always said, if we don't go back as the ones that we are to what we were somehow, and we don't put the whole thing together, we are fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And then there was the management who said, oh, you know, that's a good idea, and we can maybe manage this. And the thing is, I don't know if someone else could possibly manage bringing Michael Kiske and Kai Hansen back into Helloween or the other way around, and put that thing together and organize it. You know, the John Bayadi, who is our manager, and the Costa was like the drum player in Unisonic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so there's these connections, and Dennis Ward was the bass player in Pink Cream and in the Unisonic, and he did those recordings and albums, the productions, and so he was the co-producer in this project, right, which kind of rounded the thing up. But then, you know, can you imagine how much stress the manager had to bring this together, or the Costa working on the Kai Hansen and the Michael Kiske to possibly consider something like this for the sake of doing it, right? And it's almost impossible. And there was so much resistance from each side, except for like the Kai Hansen was going like, you know, and there's always things like you can go like, okay, we do this Helloween thing with 7 guys, but I want. No, there is no but I want.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
For no one.
All right, I see.
And then it always feels like bad behavior, or if you're retarded or something, if you try to pull some kind of ego stuff.
Mm-hmm. I have the press release that Nuclear Blast gave us, and all the old Helloween members say that that was a very emotional experience. Everybody but you. Are you such a cold-blooded kind of a guy?
No.
That wasn't emotional for you?
No. I'm just very phlegmatic. Okay. I don't know. I'm not so good with these. You know, because in the lyrics I already have to come up with like lots of superlatives and stuff. You know. And what the other guys have said is already fine, you know. I'm just like very analytic about things. I'm kind of like I always adored Mr. Spock.
Mm-hmm.
Story, and then I go like, interesting. Oh, that's interesting. No, I don't know. I'm just not that way. I'm not so heartfelt, whatever. And if I am, it was always for nothing. You know, like in the past of my life, it was like, you know, I'm being very emotional here, and I didn't get anything back, or something went wrong, or something broke apart, or a tale that wasn't right, or whatever. So what you have out of being emotional, right? So, and I mean, I'm just now, I'm excited, and we're having this interview, you know, and everybody goes like, you know, that's the natural Weikath, he is, you know, just the way he is. Yeah, so I mean, I am emotional, but at the same time, I'm not. I don't know.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you have worked again with Kai Hansen and Michael Kiske, and I would like you to tell me, if there are any, what do you admire to Kai and what do you admire to Kiske? Just one single thing. What is the thing that you really like on Kai's behavior, songwriting, character, whatever, and what it is on Kiske that you really admire? No matter if it's musical or if it's personal or whatever.
That is so hard to say, but you know, it's the self-control that they display recently.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know, we are actually, we're different parts of the same thing, you know. That the Kai Hansen has so many properties, you know, that are the same as I have. It's like clone copies reversed or so in certain things. I mean, we are different guys, but exactly sometimes we are the same. Like the Michael Kiske is not very different from me. And he wouldn't even complain, right? And if somebody says, you're a lot like Michael Kiske, you know, then I'd be like, I don't disagree. And, you know, we are so close, and at the same time, we are so far.
Okay, I see.
Right? But it's because of the qualities and the properties that anyone has. And you know, it's like, I think I even had a bad impact on the Kai Hansen, because nowadays he's doing all the bad things I've been doing in the past, which he would have hated. And now he's doing the same shit, you know what I mean? And then, you know, with the Michael Kiske, it's you know, I can only say, you know, this is royal and godlike, you know, that he forgave me for what happened or whatever, and the way we are dealing with things. And the thing is, we both don't know what happened back then, why we parted, and it was just like it was a situation that there was no way out of. We don't know what happened. Something slipped.
Okay.
We don't know what it is. And now we're different people with different guys. And what do you like? It's you know, we're always kinda honest. Sometimes. And then it's like we're not trying to betray the other one, and that's basically what we did in the past. We betrayed each other all the time, and now there's nothing left of that somehow, and it's this shyness of like going into the dragon's lair, and you go through the entrance, and there's something lurking down there, and it's going like, and you go like, yeah, but I know this somehow. I know this from myself. And maybe nothing happens. I don't know. It's very hard to say how. What do I? You know, with these two guys, we know so much about each other. We know more than we know.
Yeah. So before I let you go, do you have any thoughts of probably making another album in the future? I know you have to wait until pandemic is over, then you have to tour, and you're gonna play lots of shows for sure. Maybe it's gonna take 1 year or two. But what is the feeling you have that will this thing go on? This will be Helloween in the future?
Yeah, we hope so. You know, you have the Iron Maidens who are going on there forever with the 3 guitarists and whatever, and you know, we will hopefully do that. I hope so, because everybody feels good. You know, everybody feels good in the whole thing. That there may be stress, it may be demanding if everything goes as in the past or whatever. But the thing is, you know, when we appear somewhere as the 7 guys we are, you know, there was that magic also during the shows, and the people were crying in droves. And we had to as well. I mean, it maybe didn't show or whatever, but then, you know, you had to go around and like push away a tear from, because you saw the people.
Yes.
And you know, I think we have something to do here in this reality, and you know, we intend to also do it.
Thank you very much, Mikey. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye.